Look at this. One of the toughest guys ever to play in the NHL. Darren McCarty, Red Wing great. Not just tough, but like skillful player. One of the greatest goals in NHL history too, against Philly. Oh my gosh, I will never forget where I was at in that moment too. Is that a blur, that goal, or like do you remember it? Like what do you remember from that goal? Like,
Hey,
it's one of the greatest I've ever seen in my
life's
life.
about timing, Ed. Right? I beat one guy, one-on-one, my whole career. I just did it at the right time, and you can too. No, that's it. So, yeah, I give credit to the time I spent over in Sweden working with a guy named Thomas Storm and getting dangled by 8, 9, and 10-year-olds in the 2 previous summers. So it paid off. I do it again.
Amazing. So who are you looking forward to seeing most here at the event? Obviously, a lot of the people, a lot of the great players you played with, but maybe some of the players you didn't play with. Is there anybody that you kind of want to meet yourself?
Well, here's the thing for me, right? Growing up in Leamington, which give or take, anybody who knows, the house I grew up in, give or take 10 minutes for the Canada-U.S. border, was 45 minutes to Joe Louis Arena. So growing up over here, so I'm sort of here as, yes, I know I'm number 25, Darren McCarty, and what I did for the organization, but I'm also that 4 or 5-year-old kid that went through the Dead Wing era in the 70s and everything like that. I'm very fortunate, all the stuff we do in the alumni, so I get to hear a lot of the stories from like the Nick Libbets and the Phil Mears and the guys that have been here before. So I just think that this is a great question to ask me after, because I'm going to try to absorb it as, like it's exciting to see guys you haven't seen in a while. I mean, I was like running into Shanny and being able to talk to him, and Chelly's coming back, and Sean Avery's in town. So there's always guys that you have history with, but it's always the ones that you forgot. Tim Shovelday, who was the first when I made the team in '93. He was the first goalie that was here, and just what a great guy he is. So I think just more or less that maybe ask me it after and I'll tell you what my favorite part is, but I think everything about it, and just being able to go out there and doing a couple sessions with the fans, and there's people from the Netherlands, people flying in from New York City and from California, and they're all over the world.
Isn't that great? It just shows you the history and how far-reaching the Red Wings have been for so many people all over the world. It's just a great organization.
Well, I think in the culture that you forget a little bit, just because you haven't smelt winning, let alone playoffs in a lot of years, and that can sort of like dull it down a little bit. But I think that what the Red Wings are doing and being able to do it here in Motor City Casino and having the events, it shows you, and having conversations with a lot of the people like who were 5, 10, 15 years old, 25, 30 years ago. Now they're adults and have these things. So anytime we do these, I love them.
Very cool. Well, listen, Darren McCarty, one of the big Red Wing celebrities here at Hockeytown Centennial Fanfest all weekend long.
Here's your money, Ed.